Steinhouse, and welcome to Money Chat Now. Money Chat Now is a politically charged stock market pre-show giving you the politics of the day and the biggest moves in the stock market. It is presented with comedic common sense and, of course, just the right amount of sarcasm by an expert in financial literacy. And hey, that's me, Larry Steinhouse. Today is Monday, September 19th, and I want to welcome you to the show. We are here live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Hey, you can also find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. And please search Money Chat Now and Larry Steinhouse, and then you can follow me there. Hey, if you'd like to connect to me, if you want to talk to me personally, you can go to contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com. There you will find my social media connections, my email, and my text message information. That's contactlarry.com. Hey, just a reminder, if you're watching online, everybody hit that like button right now and hit that share button. Just go over to where it says share and just say share on your feed right now. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the Money Chat Now page on Facebook. And you can also find Money Chat Now and the Larry Steinhouse Show on Spotify. So please go there and subscribe as well. You can also comment live during the show on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And please say hi so I know you're watching. Hey, if you haven't joined the Money Chat Now fan page on Facebook, please do that and make sure you can always see the show. If you like the Money Chat Now page, you'll be able to view the show when I'm in Facebook jail, and you know that happens often. I'll be able to transmit there, but not on my own page, so please like the page, and then you'll never miss a show due to the, fascist book censors. All right, on today's show, of course, we're going to be discussing the market recap. We're going to be talking about the new crypto regulations. We're going to be talking about the Porsche IPO, rent prices, and heating bills. Can you tell which direction rent prices and heating bills are going up? Are going. Wow, did I just give it away? Anyway, Money Chat Now is brought to you by Investor Schooling, and you can attend a complimentary class this Thursday by going to investorschooling.com, and there you will learn about real estate investing and stock options trading from those who do it every day. Hey, real quick, I want to thank the following people once again for sharing the page the last few days. I absolutely appreciate it. I so appreciate you guys sharing it. We had Art, we had William, we had Pete, Mike, Mark. We noticed James, also Barbara shares it often. Betsy shares it. Of course, my wife shares it. So thank you so much for doing that. Please share the show with your friends by clicking the share button and sharing it directly to your page or their page. You can also share it in groups as well and help you find friends make more money and laugh in the morning. All right, real quick before we get started, a whole bunch of people I want to say hi to. We have Charles, and we have John, and we have Glenn, and Mike. We have my lovely wife, Linda. We have Jose watching from YouTube. We have Deb and Tom, and Ken the Democrat is here. All right, Ken the Democrat. I don't think I'm going to rant too much today, Ken, so you might be bored. We got Tom, and we got Joe. We got Kevin also watching from YouTube, and we also have Mark and Linda talking to Tommy. And, she's saying that Jane might have been sick this weekend. That's why we missed her, so I want to say hello to Jane, too. All right, real quick, let's get started. So Friday was another disappointment. As the market tried to make a comeback, but decided not to. It wasn't terrible, though. The Dow closed down another 140 points, but it does make the Dow down 220 points for the month. Like, as I've said before, this period of time is a time I call the dead zone, the middle of earnings period and the point where I believe the investors are just plain bored. If I'm correct, we're just about the current bottom of about 30,800. It could drop a bit, but I don't expect it to drop too much more than 30,000. Even if it gets there, in fact, I believe this week the Dow will start to move forward again as we head for another side of the dead zone, the other side of the dead zone. So I actually think the market will start to move up. I also see the current low for the S&P to be right about where it is in the 3,800 range. I also doubt it's going to go much lower than 3,800, or if it does, it won't stay there long. Of course, FedEx on Friday was the big loser when the stock dropped more than 21% and the company changed its full-year guidance to reflect the CEO's statements that we are heading for a global recession. Apparently, Wall Street uses transportation and shipping stocks as a leading indicator of the economy. If shipping is slowing, that could mean that the economy is slowing. It may be true, but look, we also came off a time where more goods than ever were being shipped because of the scamdemic. It's obviously true that shipping is slowing. However, it may not be a normal cycle. I certainly agree that we're heading for a bad recession. I'm just not sure if the indicator is as powerful as it is normally. But in the end, it'll be bad for us all anyway, so it really doesn't matter. It appears that the Fed and the Fed chair, Chairman Powell, Jerome Powell, I'm sorry, don't care much about anything but the reports like the Consumer Price Index, the Producer Price Index, the Industrial Production, Retail Sales, and of course the non-farm employment numbers. It's going to be a big mistake. They need to look at other indicators. He is raising interest rates and paying attention. He's not paying attention to the small indicators that are actually pretty large. And these indicators like stock prices and earnings reports are showing that we're heading full speed right into the brick wall called a recession. Powell will undoubtedly raise interest rates another 75 basis points this month, but if he raises them 100, the Dow is going to dive to a new range of 27,000 to 29,000. If he keeps it at 75 basis points in this range, or it'll pretty much stay in this range, we'll be fine. And if he surprises us with a 50-point basis, believe it or not, the market may actually drop on the fears of the economy. Wall Street is so fickle, and interest rates moves make it more fickle. It's a big week for housing reports, too. We will see reports on housing starts as well as building permits tomorrow. The housing start report will probably be terrible. Then on Wednesday, we have the existing home sales report, which will also be terrible. Wednesday will also be the day of reckoning when Powell announces the interest rate increase. All right, here it comes, folks. This is going to be the one that really sets the stage for what's happening next. By the way, Carnival Cruise Lines will be announcing their earnings on Wednesday, too. So it's going to be a big day for me. I should probably sell the covered calls and protect my positions today, because of course I didn't do that on Friday when it was at 11 like I said I would do. As for the rest of the market, like I said earlier, the dead zone is about over. Wednesday happens to be the end of it, so Powell's announcement may make the market start its next launch. All right, let's take a look at the futures, and let's try not to cry at what Wall Street's trying to tell us right now. All right, Dow is down 254. Last night it was up about 50, and now it's down about 250. We have the S&P down 33, and we have the NASDAQ down 111. Once again, not going to be a great day. All right, a couple other people real quick. I want to say hello. We got Brian saying hello from Long and Foster. Look at that. We've got Brian Reed, Long and Foster. Look at that. What kind of advertisement is that? Look at that. I just advertised for him. Maybe he'll be a good listener to the show. Hey, Brian, at least share with your friends. Hey, we got James also coming in. By the way, Brian was coming in from LinkedIn, and we got James coming in from YouTube, and we got Rob also saying hi from Facebook. Cool. All right, let's talk about what's going on in some crypto regulations, actually. I actually find it funny that the headlines of a report on the possible new regulations of crypto reads like this. Biden just put out a framework on regulating crypto. Here's what's in it. Really? Biden put out the framework? Look, no offense, but ordinarily a man who's almost 80 years old has no idea about cryptocurrency, nor cares about cryptocurrency. When you say Biden, who's almost 80 and only cares about, his 10% as the big guy being paid from his son who got a job that he couldn't do, that was paid a ridiculous amount of money, and you had the man's cognitive ability, I doubt he had any idea what was in this proposal to regulate crypto. But anyway, the only crypto Biden could possibly be concerned about are, the crypt, not crypto. Well, getting back to Tales from the Crypto by Biden, there's been talk about new regulations for crypto to protect the public from misinformation and from scammers who use the momentum of the price of crypto to hurt many people financially. And by the way, if you ever get a message from ManyChat now that says buy crypto or crypto, I'm selling crypto, it's a scam. It's not me. I have no interest in crypto whatsoever, and you guys should all know that. Anyway, this includes fraud and fraudulent transactions that they're trying to stop. Some of the key takeaways from the new proposed regulations will include an effort to eliminate illegal activity. I don't know how they're going to do that. It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I hope they do, but I don't really know how they can possibly do it. However, it's an interesting statement from the White House fact sheet on the matter. The president will evaluate whether to call upon Congress to amend the Bank Secrecy Act, anti-tip-off statutes, and laws against unlicensed money transmitting to apply explicitly to digital asset service providers, including digital asset exchangers and non-fungible token platforms, NFTs. So basically, the anonymity of crypto transaction may not be anonymous anymore. Another proposal for the U.S. is to create its own digital dollar. By launching their own digital dollar, the intent is to eliminate the need for crypto in the country. Even Federal Chair Jerome Powell previously said the main incentive for U.S. to launch its own central bank digital currency would be to eliminate the use case for crypto Bitcoins in America. That's very telling, obviously, right? The government doesn't like anonymity. They want to be in every part of your business, and this is how to keep them in your business. Well, at least the Democrats do, right, Ken? Another intent of the proposal is to maintain stability and link the value to something like current fiat currencies. The ironic part of this is that the dollar that used to be linked to something stable like gold and silver is now linked to, well, the full faith of the government. This might be we're in such financial trouble right now. Anyway, I've heard rumors of the government trying to tame this wild west of digital assets, and frankly, I don't think they really have to worry about it much longer. In my opinion, eventually this crazy fad will crawl under the pet rock it came from. As I often explain, can Bitcoin make you a millionaire? Yes, if you are a billionaire. All right, let's take a break now. We'll see you guys in just a couple of minutes.
Okay, so you thought about buying and selling real estate. You've thought about investing in the stock market, but don't know where to start. Well, what if you could find a place to unlock strategies to master both real estate and the stock market, all without the headache? That place is Investor Schooling, hosted by Larry Steinhouse, an expert in real estate, financial literacy, and the ins and outs of the stock market. You can attend Investor Schooling in person or online 8 times a month. You can and will learn how to make money in real estate, and you will learn mastery of stock techniques such as options and covered calls. You will even get a chance to ask one of your burning questions to the stock option sultan, the master of picks and plays. Call 866-424-2829 for free information and receive a complimentary pass to attend classes, or register online at investorschooling.com. Don't delay. These passes are limited. So what are you waiting for? Call 866-424-2829. That's 866-424-2829. Or visit investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com.
All right, welcome back to Money Chat Now. I'm your host, Larry Steinhouse. And of course, if you'd like more information on investor schooling, you can go to investorschooling.com or call 866-424-2829. That's 866-424-2829. Hey, I want to welcome you back to the show. We are here live on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. Hey, you can also find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. Please search Money Chat Now and Larry Steinhouse on Spotify. Like and subscribe there. And of course, if you'd like to connect to me personally, you can go to contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com. And there you will find my social media connections, my email, and my text message information. That's contactlarry.com. Hey, by the way, I wanted to thank everyone who attended our Money Multiplier Conference this Saturday. It was awesome. It was just an incredible event. It was like so much fun, and we had learned so much. We had some superstars there like Chris Noggle, Hannah Kessler, and Bill Walsh. And the event was probably going to be life-changing for many people who attended. Look, if you missed it, I'm sorry to hear that. However, we will announce the next one shortly, and I certainly hope you attend. Thanks again to everyone who attended. Hey, real quick, I want to say hello to a couple people who have joined us. Also, real quick, we have, it looks like Rob has joined us, Michael, and another Mike, and Pauline has joined us. She's watching from LinkedIn. And Ken asks, is Truth Social backed by crypto? I really don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if it's relevant, but I don't know if it's true. So honestly, Ken the Democrat, I really don't know. All right. Also, I got to thank Manny's in Holland for providing lunch last minute. That's true. So the lunch that we had was really good sandwiches. Manny's in Holland did that. All right. Of course, we're going to be, so far we've been talking about the market recrap. Like, the recrap is exactly what it is. It's the market recrap. Right now, the Dow is down 263, the S&P is down 35, and the NASDAQ is down 121. That is definitely recrap. All right. All right, we talked a little bit about crypto, and of course, we got coming up today's picks and plays. But first, did you guys hit that like button yet? Did you guys hit that share button? Hey, leave me a comment to say hi if you haven't already. So if you're watching anywhere on LinkedIn, Facebook, or Twitter, just say hi so I know you're watching. Leaving a comment is the only way I know you're watching. Please share and like as well. And don't forget to order my new book. It's called Money Hacks. And if you ordered it, please leave a review on Amazon. I'm telling you, this book is great. You're definitely going to like this book. Read it. It's called Money Hacks by Larry Steinhouse, because everything you think you know about money is wrong. All right, let's talk about Porsche. So it's almost embarrassing when you realize that Volkswagen owns Porsche. You know, I have a friend who's a big Porsche fan, and he's always bragging about his Porsche and how fast they are. I must tease him one day about the Volkswagen he's driving. Well, anyway, Now, Volkswagen is splitting off the company into its own company and launching an IPO of Porsche as a separate company. Volkswagen is targeting a valuation of up to $75 billion for the luxury sports car maker Porsche. This announcement will be Germany's second largest IPO in history, and it would make the price range of shares about $75 a share. They're having a bit of fun with the offering by offering, guess what, 911 million Porsche shares in total. After the Porsche 911, right? This will be divided into 455.5 million preferred shares and 455.5 million ordinary shares. So basically, you'll be able to get up to 455 million shares if you like. A stock exchange prospectus is expected to be published today, after which institutional and private investors can subscribe to Porsche shares. So basically, what will happen is you'll start to see this coming up. It'll probably show up the next day or two on the stock exchange, and we'll also get to see another IPO fail this year. Here's a really good stock tip on this IPO. Seriously, if it launches as expected at $75 a share, wait till it goes over 100, which will be in a real short time, because if that's the way history has been so far, and then short the stock or buy puts on it. The history of IPOs in the last 2 years should give you a clue, and the fact that we are headed for a recession is the second clue. Who's going to buy luxury sports cars if we're heading into a recession? So I'm going to say that a year after this IPO, I'm going to expect Porsche to be under $25 a share. I'd even bet that the puts are going to be really expensive on this stock because other people know it as well. So I would definitely be careful if you're going to get into this, or honestly, I think it's a great put play. I think it's a great short play. All right, let's talk about rents. So as we exited the great scamdemic, housing prices took off. They took off. It was great. Along with that, rental prices also took off. Now, it appears now that some rental prices are starting to level off, and in some cases are even starting to drop. Now, it's true that rents went up a bit crazy in the past 2 years. And for one, I got to be honest, I'm pretty happy about it. I'm elated, actually. In fact, I just raised my rents for the season, but as I did that, I realized that it was probably going to be the last big rent increase that I could serve my tenants for quite a while. It's probably the biggest reason I did it anyway. Next year, I'm afraid I'm going to have, maybe tenants might be leaving because the rent might be too high. But like everything, it's a delicate balance. Well, here are some interesting statistics about what current rents are like and where they may be decreasing. I found this information, by the way, on a website called Zumper, Z-U-M-P-E-R, so if you want to take a look at that, it's kind of interesting. And if you want to look there, you can see, it's really nicely posted, too. Here are some of the highest rents right now, by the way. For a one-bedroom apartment in New York City is the highest, and it's just under $4,000 a month for a one-bedroom apartment. That's some rent. New York City, unsurprisingly, saw a 46.7% year-over-year increase in one-bedroom rental prices. Wow. Wow. All right. There's so many things I could say about that. Anyway, there were especially steep increases in few smaller cities as well, such as Fresno, California, and Tulsa, Oklahoma. They saw a year-over-year growth of 40% and 38.9% respectively. Here are some rents for areas that are the top rising rents. These are for one-bedroom apartments. Lexington, Kentucky, check this out. For an average rent of $810 a month, that was actually risen to $810 a month. And Columbus, Ohio has an average rent of $1,190 a month for a one-bedroom. A far cry from the almost $4,000 a month in New York City. And it's probably nicer and cleaner and, less crime. Anyway, there are 5 areas that rents are starting to fall, though, which is interesting, which is Plano, Texas, Irving, Texas, Chicago, Illinois, rents, I don't think you could pay me to be there with that crazy mayor. Anchorage, Alaska, and Des Moines, right? Des Moines fell the most, about 6% decrease. While rents in some areas are still rising, rents are starting to fall off soon. Look, I saw this in 2008 when I noticed that rents dropped about 20% overall. It was pretty bad. Look, we're heading for something like 2008, so expect this to be a problem. However, if you buy real estate correctly and understand the numbers, you will be fine. As a real estate investor, always make sure that the numbers can hold me through the bad times. That's what I do. I make sure they can hold me through the bad times. This was a valuable, probably the most important lesson I learned in 2008 and one of the most valuable lessons that I teach at investor schooling. So definitely, if you want to do that, you definitely need to do that. All right, let's talk real quick about heating bills. I guess it's no surprise that this winter we will see some of the highest heating costs in history. The big price increase is natural gas. Natural gas has more than doubled this year because of the global supply shortages made worse by the war in Ukraine. Look, they're expected to remain elevated for months as fuel needed to light and heat homes during the winter goes up. The price goes up. The supply crunch has made it substantially more expensive for utilities we purchase or purchase power, and those costs are being passed on to customers. Electric heating isn't much better. What has always been an expensive way to heat homes is being made worse. The Energy Information Administration anticipates the residential price of electricity will average $14.08 per kilowatt hour in 2022, up 7.5% from 2021. The agency forecasts record gas consumption this year among surging prices, in part because power producers are limited in their ability to burn coal instead of supply and all of so okay, let me do that again. Their ability to burn coal is instead to supply constraints is done because of the supply constraints and plant retirements. Wow. I wonder why they can't burn coal. Let's get into that. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's the new Green Deal. Oh, I just had an idea, by the way. This is a great idea. Hey, listen up, everybody. I'm going to sell a new line of goods. It'll be products all about the new Green Deal. You know, like sweatshirts, gloves, blankets, candles, and anything you will need to get through this winter because of the limited supply of energy. Anybody want in? Anyway, getting back to the story, the U.S. Consumer Price Index for electricity in August climbed 15.8% over the same month a year ago, the biggest such 12-month increase since 1981, according to a report from the U.S. Bureau of Statistics. The strain is particularly acute in New England. The region is investing heavily in renewable energy sources. So New England is having the most trouble because they're investing heavily in renewable energy sources. Do I need to say anything more? Hey, New England, I have a new Green Deal sweatshirt for you if you'd like. I wonder if I can get Mike Lindell to help me with this. He can call the company something like My Green Nightmare. Anyway, expect higher heating costs along with your higher food costs, along with your higher rents, and soon to be your lower salary. And we could all thank the Democrats for that one. All right, when we get back, we'll be discussing the marketplace for the week, and we'll see you in a minute. Hi, I'm Larry Steinhouse, and one of the most misunderstood things in America is money. That's why I've written this book. It's called Money Hacks, because everything you think you know about money is wrong. And I'm telling you, everything you think you know about money is wrong. When you read this book, you will learn things about money that you did not know. You will even learn if money can buy you happiness. I have a full chapter dedicated to that. You're going to definitely want to read that. I talk about how to use other people's money to buy real estate. I talk about how to save more money, and I even talk about how to rebuild your credit score in this book. There are 22 amazing chapters in this book. This book is now available everywhere. It's available on Amazon. It's available on barnesandnoble.com. And you can order this book right now, and you'll have it in 2 days, and you'll start learning things about money that you never knew before. So order the book right now. Go to Amazon, go to barnesandnoble.com, and order the book, Money Hacks by Larry Steinhouse. All right, I'm Larry Steinhouse, and welcome back to Money Chat Now. And of course, if you'd like to be a sponsor on this show, you can be a sponsor. Just let me know. Reach out to me via Messenger. Don't forget, we have a Spotify channel. That's right, you can subscribe to the channel and listen to all the reports. They're broken out for your enjoyment. Real quick, somebody had something really fun. Tell Ken the Democrat to go to the next bus to New York City. That's pretty funny. All right, there was something in there. I could scroll past me so I can't see what it was. That wasn't what I was looking for. All right, by the way, hit the share button. Hit that like button. Tell all your friends about the show. Let them know it's both entertaining and educational. Please share it on your page or in groups that you feel will enjoy the show. All right, I'm not looking forward to today's market at all after what I see. It looks bad again. Last week we had the FedEx chair tell us that he expects a global recession, and even though we all feel that way, his title of FedEx CEO makes it more official, and that scares the market. Why do they got to do that? Why do these people got to come out here and say, hey, I'm going to talk doom and gloom? Do you think they have puts on their own company or something? I don't understand. By the way, it looks terrible this morning already, as I said before. I can't really get a handle on what to buy, though. It seems that everything keeps heading for its 52-week low, and that always scares me. It always feels like the stocks have further to go when that happens. I'm seeing all of my favorites dropping this morning again, of course. Once again, my best advice for today is to kind of stay cautious for another week, then slowly adding to your positions as we approach the earnings seasons again. We have Carnival Cruise Line announcing earnings on Thursday, and that might be a catalyst for the travel industry. We'll have to see. If they could show a profit for the first time since the scandemic, we may have a big winner. All right, let's take a last look at the futures and see if we can get a glimmer of hope. Yeah, I don't think so. All right, it's not good. We got the Dow down 257, we got the S&P down 34, and the NASDAQ down 112. Not good, not happy at all. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Ken the Democrat says, buy more CCL. Are you telling me that because I should, or are you telling me because you don't like me? All right, let's get real quick about on the crypto scene. I got to tell you, it's not the scare of the regulations that's driving Bitcoin back below 18,500. It's the public starting to realize that cryptocurrency is about as useless as a screen door on a submarine. Ethereum launched a new platform, and they're also down below 1,300. Look, if you're a hoodler, you're nuts. It's as simple as that. Get rid of this stuff, move on, forget about it. Gold and silver, by the way, are also doing terrible. However, they could be buying opportunities as gold is below 1,700 and silver is under 19 again. Why are they better than crypto? Because they actually have something physical that you can do with them. So, but it's still pretty bad. I'm still not happy with where this is going. It's just not good at all. Look, the Treasury bond right now is about 3.46%, and 4 is around the corner. I think 3.75 will happen by the end of this week just because of the Fed raising their interest rates. So just understand that 4 is going to be around the corner, and when that happens, it's going to get really, really ugly. The market's going to have a really bad day when it hits that 4 mark. And it's nothing. It's just a psychological mark of 4, and that will be the problem. And when it happens, it's going to be bad. It's going to be ugly, but it'll only be there temporarily. So be careful with that one. By the way, oil is about $84 a barrel, and the average gas price is, I don't know, do you say down to 3.68 or up only to 3.68? I don't understand. $3.68 a gallon? I don't know. I guess it depends who you are. I guess if you're Ken the Democrat, you say, look what Biden did. He brought gas prices down to 3.68. And if you're everyone else, you say, hey, look what Biden did. He raised prices $1.25. All right. Hey, I want to thank you all for watching Money Chat Now. We are live every morning at 7:30 on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And you can also find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. Hey, my name is Larry Steinhouse. I am the host of Money Chat Now. I am the CEO of Investor Schooling. And remember, you can contact me directly at contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com. I'm really hoping I see you guys this week at Investor Schooling. And until then, make it a profitable day.